So let us start with sensors and actuators for today. So what is this actuator? Actuator is a device that makes something more like movable or like operated. Actuator is a device that makes something move or operate. Now what is the sensors and actuator difference we'll see? Sensor, it is a device used for conversion of physical events into electrical signals. So sensors means maybe just imagine as I told you, maybe soil sensor, temperature sensor, soil humidity sensor, all these. It just used to for conversion of physical events. Or nowadays you can see this IR sensors where when you just try to walk and if you're not in that particular radius, then the light will be off. When you just cover inside that particular radius, then the light gets on automatically. So you it has detected that physical movement or motion, and then through the help of these electrical signals, your light gets on automatically. So this works on the basis of sensors and actuators as well. The sensor detects the movement of the object, and actuator will trigger and switch on the light. This is the concept behind the sensors and actuators. So it is a device used for conversion of physical events into electrical signals. Actuator is a device that converts electrical signals into physical events. It's the same. So these electrical signals from the sensors have been gathered, and what is the outcome of that? My light is on. That's a physical event. So the outcome of this Arduino is physical event. It takes input from the environment. Of course, we in the environment when it just detects that some motion is there, so that's the input. Like be walking is the input for this particular sensor, this motion. For Arduino, it takes input from output conditioning unit of the system, which is the sensor. Then sensor it gives output to the input conditioning unit of the system, which is the Arduino. Then it gives output to the environment. Arduino, the difference is it gives output to the environment. Output is our light is going to turn on. Next, it is used to measure physical quantity. It is used to measure continuous and discrete process parameters. Okay, it's used to measure the physical quantity in sensors. So this sensor, it is considered as the brain of automation. Sensor is a device that responds to any change in physical environment like pressure, force, strain, light, etc., and can be converted into electrical signals. Sensor is the heart of measurement system. It is the first element that comes in contact with the environment, variable to generate an output. The first thing that comes in contact with the environment and just produces some output. Types of sensors are direct and indirect sensors. In direct sensors, we have which converts non-electrical stimulus into electrical signals. So non-electrical into electrical signals with intermediate stages. Example, thermocouple. That is temperature to voltage. This thermocouple. Indirect is a sensor that transforms the measured signals into electrical signals. Example, fiber optic. That is light current photons to current. Different types of sensors there, like we have many sensors, which is as we saw here, temperature sensor, color sensor, gas sensor, proximity sensor, IR sensor, smoke sensor, alcohol sensor, humidity sensor, soil moisture sensor, touch sensor, water flow sensor, ultrasonic sensor, heartbeat sensor, which is used in healthcare, and many more number of sensors are there. What are the characteristics of these sensors? These sensors are high sensitivity, linearity, high resolution, less noise disturbance, and less power consumption. Because the sensor itself will be very small, so the consumption of power will be very small as well. Before closing this topic, let us see what is an Arduino. We saw what is the sensor difference between sensor and Arduino. Now let us see what is this Arduino. As I discussed previously, this TV remote is a very good example of this Arduino. This TV remote, we are pressing the button in the remote and it's doing some task. It is thinking and doing the task with the help of the brain. So what is this brain here? This brain is this microcontroller. We already discussed what is this microcontroller, what is this microprocessor, sensors and actuators. Now we are talking about example of this Arduino. We are considering a TV remote. There's a brain behind this TV remote, right? that brain is the microcontroller. We saw microprocessor, it is more effective than a microcontroller because in microcontroller everything is combined together, so the capability or the capacity is very less. So it can do the specific task. This microcontroller cannot do any other task apart from changing the channel. Now we need a microcontroller which is doing other tasks which we say as well. Like as I told you, a remote means it is going that particular button, it is going to serve only that particular purpose. Now I want to do multiple tasks as well, right? So that is the reason behind going in for Arduino. Using this Arduino board, we can do, it will perform whatever we say, right? Microcontroller is doing all the tasks, then why do we need other buttons or other components? Let us just take an example of our human body. Just consider our human body. We have, like, what is the most important part of a human body? It is our brain. Yes, our brain just do all the work which we just think. Maybe inside our brain we think like, I'm thirsty, so what is it doing? My sense organs, yes, my sense organs, consider it as sensors. My sense organs will sense and tell me that I'm thirsty. Now, what is my sense organ doing? My eyes, one of my sense organ, it is just turning and looking in for water. Okay, so it just finds that particular water. The object has been found. Now, what is this doing? My brain is giving signal to my hand. Go grab the water, open the lid, and drink it. Okay, so this is how these are the sense organs, and with the help of sense organs, I cannot perform the task, right? I need something movable. My hand is moving, going and reaching the bottle, opening the bottle, and pouring water inside my mouth. So this is audio. Okay, that physical movement. So sense organs and brain. So you can just label sensors and actuators. And they were like, why this Arduino was introduced or how this Arduino become very famous. Actually, there were many other companies which introduced the same, like Bolaba, Basic Stamp, Picas, etc. So these weren't famous cause for few reasons. They should be having an intermediate connectivity, but this was not required in Arduino. That's how Arduino company introduced like user-friendly boards. IDE boards. Arduino is the software is free. All you have to do is just go to Google, type Arduino.cc. Just go click on the first link. That will just show you all the available, like depending upon the version of your system, like depending upon which window you are using and the latest version of up to date. It will show all the versions available. All you have to go do is just go click on that particular version and download it. That's all. After it's been downloaded, uh, I'll just show you in the next video, or just show you after it's been downloaded. Here it is. You just have to open it and then go to tools. Choose which Arduino board. There are many types of Arduino board. These Arduino boards may be Arduino Mega, Nano, Arduino Duo, Arduino Leonard, Arduino Uno is actually very famous and mostly used worldwide. So you just have to go to tools, select on the boards, just go choose whichever board you want, and then it will automatically, here have board option. Go and choose whichever board has been connected, and then go to file, go to examples here, and then choose any one basic example. Maybe you can just always start with blinking LED here, basics, and then blink. So when you just connect Arduino to your laptop, and you can just try working on this. Next is, so Arduino, it is a microcontroller. It controls everything, maybe a motor, LED, car, etc. All these. Whereas Raspberry Pi, it is a microprocessor. So when you get to know about Arduino, you should be also having some idea about this Raspberry Pi. So this Arduino, it is a microcontroller, whereas Raspberry Pi, it is a microprocessor. We already saw the difference between microprocessor and a microcontroller, which is more effective. Of course, microprocessor is more effective than a microcontroller. So this Raspberry Pi works as a microprocessor. Okay, rest we'll just see in the next video.